Number 3, Sebastian.
Hello and welcome to Windsor Stadium here in the northwest of Sydney. The second game of Day 4 of the Emerging Nations World Championships. Paul Arundel in commentary with you for this big match. We've got a couple of special guests joining us from the Latin Heat and also the ASEAN team. Good afternoon, boys. Well, still morning.
Good afternoon.
And I see both teams out there on the field. I'll just quickly run through the team list. The ASEAN team first off. At fullback, we've got Mayfield. On the wingers, we've got Chonkangari. That's the first one there for me. Gurin. In the centres, we've got McEwen and Sewer. The halves are Chant and Mbaye. Front rows are Plaza and Foley. And Nath Armour is the captain. In the back row, we've got Will Scully and Peters. And the left forward is Carniff. On the bench, we've got Chimpler, Chan, Ladderis and Tucker. Now the Latin Heat I've written down, so I'll see if I can understand my own writing here. At fullback we've got Garrido. The wingers are Turk and Horvath. And actually Alonso and McKenzie are in the centres. I think those are just the numbers in numeric order. So Eastman's there, Zulgaro, Martinez, Diarro, Dobra, Papa, Aspinall, Tobar and Gardner. Sean Day on the bench with Camarano and Catrillo. So I hope I've got them all right.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough here too.
We actually got a player from Argentina who's making his debut today, and that's Sebastian Alonso. He's on the far edge from us. And also the number 7, Alex Eastman.
So a couple of debuts. We're just waiting for a kicking tee to come out in the middle. And we wish those debutants all the best. Quick turnaround. I was writing down a little.
Yeah, quick turnaround. These teams are pretty evenly matched over various formats over the last few years, whether for single countries or for representative duties as a group. So it should be a nice tight game today. I don't think there's going to be many points in it.
Yeah, it'll definitely be close. Definitely be a close game. After watching the games the other day, I think we're in for a cracker of a game.
Well, the trainer's just bringing out the kicking tee now. So I'll get you boys to introduce yourselves again. We've got Peter from ASEAN.
I'm Peter Thompson. I'm the CEO of NRL Asia, which is an affiliate of the NRL based in the ASEAN, and we also represent the ASEAN Rugby League as well.
So we're underway. ASEAN will receive the ball. Solid contact here to start off. Very good run.
There by Kamano and Ash taking it.
So Latin Heat. And,
we've got Dangmo Chipolo just playing the ball. Dangmo's half Thai, half Cook Islander.
Big tackle there from Zulu from the US.
So on the left-hand side, we've got the representative from Latin Heat.
Yep.
Good afternoon.
My name's Eddie. I'm actually one of the boys from the team resting this game. But I'm Chilean heritage, and I'll be travelling with the Chilean team in November to go to the qualifiers.
Awesome stuff. And how did you get involved with the Latin Heat program? I know they've been around for a while, but just the rugby league in general.
So I come about probably 4 years ago. My grandfather of the Chilean side, he passed away, and one of the pastors at the funeral, at the wake, he came up and approached me and said, you know, there's a good opportunity there for you to represent Chile in rugby league. And from then on, I've been a part of them, and yeah, I've just helped grow the team a bit better, and it's just progressed rapidly. Like in the last 4 years, it's just unbelievable.
That's amazing, because somebody else told me a similar story. I've spoken to that many people over the last 4 days, but it just seems to be a rugby league recruitment drive at funerals.
Yeah, apparently.
So Diarro slow to play that ball there. There's Nick Dobra.
Yep.
Yeah, solid contact by Josh Foley. Josh is of mixed heritage. His mum hails out of Burma, of all places.
There's a good short pass there from Horvath
to Gardner.
Go that short side again.
Face board, big Kev.
Kevin McKenzie. downstairs. I saw the size of his arms. Jeez, I want to muck around with him.
We've been doing our homework on Kev, don't you worry.
The first time I played it with him was in the nines, Michelin nines, probably 3 years ago now, and met him and I was like, geez, this guy's pretty fit. And then come back a couple of years later, play in Canberra, and he put on a bit more size. Big unit.
So Martinez, wait for it at dummy half in the lime green boots, and it was Toba who took the tackle.
Zulaga.
Inside pass to the 23. I'm just looking at my team sheets here, and
23 is Damo Chipola. He's had a late change. I think he's put on a bit of weight since we measured him for his jersey. So.
Bit of a fumble there. It's picked up by Garrido. Garrido, I reckon, has got one of the best haircuts of the tournament.
He's got a bit of speed on him too, so we've been trying to cut down his chip and chase returns.
So Mackenzie will play it. Just picking up these numbers as we go, and it's like Alonso. It's Gardner. Pass to Day.
No, Zulaga.
Zulaga. We'll do our best. That's why I got the boys alongside of me.
Straight to James.
So cut out pass out here on the far side. It's Turk.
That's Khan, the new youngster.
Khan. Just change these on my notes as we go.
It's been pretty even so far, I think.
High bomb. It's a good take there by the fullback Mayfield, Tyrell Mayfield. Impressive game. He's just gone straight through them. Comes to the fullback. Garrido slams him. Ball comes loose.
Drop the lollies.
Latin Heat will pick up the ball just inside.
A little bit about Terrell. Terrell's half Indonesian, half American, black, and he has just had 2 years at the Roosters in their SG Ball, played up a year last year. He's just done a Gatorade commercial for the United States, so we're shot out here and you'd think you were right in the middle of Iowa, actually.
So he's a good defence there again. There's Chimpler making a tackle. Bay. Eastman. So a chance here for Latin Heat, 15 out. They go to the left-hand side. It's put on the toe there from Horvath. He may get there himself here. No, he's going to beat everybody over the dead ball line.
That was unlucky.
Amazing that they've actually got the mower onto this ground after all the rain we've had.
It looks like it's actually dried up very nicely.
It has.
Here is on the replay, the kick from Horvath. Just a little bit too much on it. Defence was there anyway. It's a good effort. ASEAN will bring this out. Now, Peter, you said there's a few mixed heritage in this ASEAN team. When it comes to World Cup qualifiers or representing their nation, how does that work? Do they have to choose one over the other?
They have to choose. Predominantly the boys in the group are Vietnamese, and the Vietnamese Association is just forming now. In the next 12 months we'll have a standalone Vietnamese association. There's some boys in here. The second most represented, I'd say, would be Thailand, which is a standalone association, and the Philippines. And we've got some interesting. We've got a South Korean. We've got an East Timorese player, and we also have quite a few different heritage Asians around the Indonesian group. So. All we need is someone from Malaysia to join them, and we'll be right for, I think, a full set of ASEANs.
So Latin Heat bring it out with Mackenzie. Pretty even start from both teams. Very warm conditions, and Mackenzie earns his team a penalty. Quick tap taken. Horvath straight up the middle. Brought down by Foley right on halfway. Quick play the ball. Here's Gardner. Good run. Gardner was impressive in the last hit out. So Martinez at dummy half. Linking up with Eastman.
Brandon, Toba.
Come this short side again with Holvart. Looks to go inside. There was a big contact there. Holvart bounced out of it. He's eventually brought down inside the 20 now, the Latin Heat. Coming through the hands. Inside pass here to Zulaga. Last tackle now for the Heat. Come this right-hand side with Horvath again. Garrido's coming in the inside, picked up by Horvath, still the last. Garrido's got it. It's been brought down the tackle, so that'll be a handover. But a good set there for the Latin Heat.
Yeah, building a bit of pressure on us on the line.
So it's pretty warm. Big difference to 2 days ago. The rain coming down, damp conditions.
Good tackle there by Gardner.
So it's Joan Kahiri. I'll try my best with that one. That's a very hard one to say. Good defence there.
Gardner in the tackle again. He's leading by example.
So Foley pops it back to Armanot. Going through the hands is looks like Mayfield, Tyrell Mayfield. Lightning on his feet. Good tackle around the legs there from DRO. Martinez, I beg your pardon.
No, you're right. You're doing a good job.
Just for the listeners at home, or their parents. I know my mother gets upset when people can't pronounce Arundel correctly, so apologies. They spread it wide. Sewer still going. Draws the fullback. Got here Chant with the ball. And the ball's come loose. So we're going to have a scrum, a Latin Heat feed. So good play there from ASEAN down the short side. Just the pass couldn't stick. So 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes gone, and there's still 0-0. Here it is on the replay. Brendan Sewell making the break. Chant did well to stop to pick that up. This one here, Garrido, just getting a hand to it.
Yeah, the 10 degrees in difference has really made a difference today, I'd say.
Now, boys, I know you've got some duties with your teams too, so if you've got to run and do some work, just feel free to drop the mic and head off as we wait for this scrum to pack. Jeff Peters has just come on the field for Latin Heat. Actually, got the wrong team sheet there, I beg your pardon. Simon Diario. So big opportunity here for ASEAN. Chant. Is this to Mayfield? Mayfield, a long floater there to, is that Turk?
Yep.
Wasted opportunity.
Yep. So another scramble pack here on the 20. This time it'll be a Latin Heat feed. And got to say, guys, the jerseys, they look brilliant. Both teams, the kits look brilliant. The ASEAN one and also the Latin Heat.
If it's draw at full time, they might have to dance off there. They look pretty, don't they?
Well, if it is a dance off, you'll have Tyrell Mayfield as your first contender.
I think so.
I think Big Kev will be up for it.
So the referee will get both packs to set this scrum again. Now, coming over for a tournament like this, a lot of the guys obviously work, take time off for work. What are some of the occupations that these guys do?
Well, we've got a bit of tradesmen, we've got bakers, we've got school teacher, students. We've got a few different boys that are in the Defence Force, different places. Boys that have to go home and do their defence 12 months or they'll get locked up next time they turn up in their country. So I'm always writing letters of dispensation for them. So.
It's interesting. Here's Gardner. Half break there. Good tackle there. Quick play the ball too. Horvath gets it away. Here's Zulaga. Brought down the 30-metre line. Eastman at dummy half. Here's Horvath. He'll just do a little chip over the top, but Mayfield's there to gather it. Mayfield's cut straight through again. It's the second time he's done this, Tyrell Mayfield.
Mangled up by Tobar and Dobra.
So Arnhem North tried to pinch a couple of metres there. He thought that
lucky he wasn't square on, but we'll let that one go.
I think that's what the skipper was looking for, but lucky to get away with that, the heat. Here's Foley. Solid contact there from the defence, Diarra.
Both sets of forwards breathing heavy now, I notice. Hands on hips.
On the short side, Chant just chips this over and Garrido will let this go into touch.
Yeah, about now I'd be blowing, that's for sure. Warm weather as well, especially after the rain we've had. It's definitely pays a toll on you on the field.
So how was it playing on the synthetic surface?
To be honest, that was my first time, so it was actually quite unbelievable. I've always wanted to see what it felt like playing on synthetic turf, but I'm pretty thankful it was actually wet because it actually helped with all the abrasions and stuff later. So I did feel on the next day I had a fair few carpet burns, so to speak.
The boys were saying a bit of a skid on every time you had a kick or a bit of a slide should you allow an extra half a metre.
Here's McKenzie, gets the arm free. Garrido's linking up. I don't think they'll catch Garrido. Mayfield's coming across, but Garrido's going to get there. Thomas Garrido scores the opening try for Latin Heat after a good bust there from McKenzie, Kevin McKenzie. Latin Heat strike first.
How luscious was that mullet? Run.
Well, if you got it trimmed, you would have been about 10 Ks quicker.
I thought it was a bit of air resistance, actually. A bit one of those bicycle helmets.
Here's McKenzie on the replay. Just gets around his opposite number, or he got around both. And a good pair of heels and a good pass back inside. Garrido.
Look at that mullet.
Great camera work there. Good try there for Thomas Garrido. Becoming a cult hero of the Confederate Cup. So what do you boys get up to in the your downtime? There's no games for you tomorrow. Come and watch the Emerging Nations, or
Thomas Garrido was the scorer. Latin Heat, follow.
just hang out at the hotel? What's the plan for Latin Heat?
I think we'll be heading for a swimming session just to get all the little niggles out. And then we'll probably all go for a team lunch again and just have a nice relax in the Arvo, and then probably a light session in the Arvo.
Where's the team lunch at Guzman?
Yeah, definitely. Can't forget that place. That's, mate.
They've done well. There was a Latin State of Origin early this year, so we see the strike. And he's got it. Good kick there from Horvath. So it's Latin Heat 6-0 over ASEAN.
Score now, Latin Heat 6.
Here's a
ASEAN.
Latin Heat State of Origin early this year.
Yep.
Down in Wollongong. I think New South Wales got up. No, it was Queensland got
Queensland.
up. Yeah, they did a Queensland.
It was the
Typical.
last second too. Ended up scoring, and funny enough, our lock, Nick Dobro, was kicking for Queensland, and it was locked up 24 all. He got the kick from the sideline. That's all right. We came back in the end in the second game and got him.
So Chant gets us underway. McKenzie with the take. Solid contact there again. He almost busted through. Here's Gardner. Good tackle around the legs.
Nice low tuck. You don't see many of them in the forwards anymore.
I had Gavin Badger on for the first game and just asked him about rewarding tacklers around the legs. Great to see. Hold them down for as long as you like. That's what I reckon, but who am I? Solid contact there again. Big 17, Tobar. Any of these guys have any nicknames?
Yeah, funny enough, we've just given Kev a new nickname. Starting to call him Donatello because he looks like one of the big Ninja Turtles. There's another one there. I've started calling him. It's not catching on yet, but Zulaga, I call him Zoolander. But the other boys are starting to call him Baby Driver from the movie.
Young Josh Foley,
Here's Terrell Mayfield again. He's been a handful. linking up support here. He's got no one in front of him. Going to get a try here for ASEAN. The number 7, James Mabay.
James Maybe. He's a Kiwi mixed Malay. So he's very proud of his heritage. So we're expecting big things out of him over the next few years. He's only 19 years old, so we're looking for him to be a leader of the association going forward.
Yeah, the future, here it is. Just a skip from dummy half is Tyrell Mayfield. He's got through the line and maybe backing up very well. Goes in untouched. Sorry, Peter, to cut you off.
No, sorry, just watching him streak away.
Try to ASEAN, score number 1, Tyrell Mayfield, takes the score to Latin Heat 6.
So I guess,
ASEAN 4, the kick to come.
correct me if I'm wrong here, what's all these nations, or merged nations, you could say, Africa United, Mediterranean, Middle East, ASEAN and Latin Heat, it's sort of like a West Indies cricket setup where you've got the merging of the nations.
That's right, some from Trinidad, some from Tobago, Port of Spain, you know how. And unfortunately, we don't have the politics of the West Indies selections. There doesn't have to be 4 from Barbados in our team. So.
Yeah. It's Chan lines this one up. Strikes it nicely. So we're locked up at 6-all here at the Windsor Stadium, in the northwest of Sydney. If you're tuning into the stream, you're just down the road. Head down. Tickets are only $5. Got the canteen open. There's some merchandise for sale, thanks to Beastwear. So
yeah, good on the people from Beastwear getting behind a lot of the teams and getting behind the championship itself. Without great sponsors like Beastwear, we don't have anything. So good on them, and please support them.
also too, if you like any of the merchandise and you can't get to the ground or Beastwear, make sure you go to the Facebook pages. A lot of the teams are selling their merchandise through their website. So Chan will take this and Foley will just charge back into the defence.
Contact.
Brought down there with the number 11, Camiano. Another solid hit there.
Toba.
These two have been at each other for a few games, if I can remember.
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah.
It's always a good battle to watch.
I think the Cabra Nines, they lined each other up a few times.
Yeah.
So Turk will play this. Dodgy play the ball, maybe.
Also, Quan David is now on for Zulu Lager. So he's wearing number 15.
So kicked away, and Garrido, the try scorer, back in the line. He gets through, but just falls over. Oh, almost went without it. They'll get a penalty here, ASEAN. Must be incorrect play the ball here.
A bit of accident offside, I think.
So maybe he'll find touch. So domestically, Peter, the ASEAN team, obviously mixed with nations. Where have you seen a lot of growth with the ASEAN nations?
We've had terrific, growth in Thailand in the last 2 years. We actually expand the competition from 4 teams to 6 teams this year, including 2 teams from Laos. So each second week, boys from across the border will cross into another country and play a round of rugby league. So it's really good for the game, and we're very close to it.
Good run here from dummy half, and ASEAN score.
Wow, that was unbelievable.
Number 17, looks like Reece Tucker. So,
you sure that was
it's the number 12, Jeff Peters there. If I got that correct, Peter.
I was going to say, this is a bit small for Reece Tucker.
He's been on a diet, you know.
So ASEAN get their second try. 10-6 with the kick to come. Sorry to cut you off there, Peter.
That's okay. You can cut me off any time while ASEAN scoring tries. So we've got a terrific program running in Thailand. We're playing rugby league in 52 schools. We have a development officer, which is all self-funded by our association. We are government recognised and part of the Sports Authority of Thailand, so that is a huge
That's right, ASEAN, score
footprint of
number
rugby
12,
league.
Jeff Peters takes the score at ASEAN.
That's just amazing.
10.
52 schools playing rugby league in Thailand.
That's
It's just a great
6.
effort to yourself and all involved with ASEAN.
Conversion successful, takes the score at
Over here in
ASEAN.
Australia,
12,
we
Latin Heat 6.
often whinge and complain that not doing enough to grow the game at grassroots level here, and you guys have it a lot tougher than all the groups and competitions here in Australia, and he's doing a great job.
If I could just say, these two associations for me mirror each other. They're very, very similar in setup. They stand for about the same sort of things. They involve great amounts of countries that can't put together a standalone country. It gives a pathway for people to actually have a representative game. So it actually keeps people in the game, and then that's why to be honest, ASEAN actually looked at the blueprint that Latin Heat used originally, and that's how we got our idea for ASEAN.
It's a good kick-off here from the Heat. Foley will go back and clean it up.
Simon's down.
Injury there. Number 12, Simon Diarra.
Just while having a break there, we're talking about nicknames. Josh Foley, Burmese heritage, and we call him the Python, so he's the Burmese Python.
The Python. Should I ask how you got the nickname the Python?
Well, let's just say you got to be a bit wary in the change rooms.
It's always a good nickname to have. See that here on the replay. Solid run here. It just looks like his knee's buckled there.
Yeah, just twisted, I thought.
Well, he's getting carried off. So hopefully he's all right. Plenty of tape there on that knee.
Yeah, I believe he picked it up the other day in the Mediterranean game. He played really well. He was close to player's player out of our boys. It's just unfortunate. He's coming off now. Here comes Isaiah Cartarillo.
Yeah, Eddie, if you're having trouble saying them, what hope have I got?
Oh, don't worry. I just need the paper in my face.
Sorry, apologies. I didn't have enough time to write down both. Oh, we got one team last night, but writing down the teams, and they're running out in the field as I'm writing them down as quickly as possible, so apologies for my handwriting.
No, you're right.
So ASEAN will bring this out of their own territory. 12-6 to score. ASEAN over the Latin Heat. Now, I'm guessing, guys, the aim would be to start a competition pretty similar to the Balkan Super League, which has started up the Eastern Bloc of Europe.
That's really impressive, and it's good to see rugby league with such a footprint now. And really, we have a really good game. We have a superior game to the 15-man game. We really need to capitalise on things like the Toronto Wolfpack and things like that. We need to embrace those sort of big changes in the game.
Here goes Garrido again now. He's through. He's got past a couple of tackles, but Mayfield wraps him up. Still going, Garrido.
He's pretty slippery.
Both fullbacks having a fine game. Here's McKenzie. Watch out for the offload. So Latin Heat looking to strike back here.
Here goes Isaiah. Where is it?
Catarillo. I'm trying to correct you.
Catarillo.
Dead set shocker. So through the hands here. Here's an opportunity out here for the Heat. Draws the man. He's brought down. It's Camiano.
Close stuff there.
Carmen's a dummy half. It's been spilt. Armanite dives on it, the captain.
The captain. Nathan's mum is Thai. Dad is an Aussie.
It's Will Skelly.
Will gets his ASEAN spurs by being born in Thailand with a Thai birth certificate. So I think you'll find his parents were over there for work, and Will was actually born in Thailand.
So a scramble pack, just a forward pass, loose pass. muggy conditions out here for the team, so they're doing well. After a couple of heavy days of rain, you could probably feel the moisture coming through the ground here at Windsor.
Yeah, like I said, if I was out there, I'd be blowing up for 5-10 minutes because you can feel it up here. It's definitely humid.
So full start. So we'll get another scrum feed going. We're underway now. Here's Horvath. Horvath throws it there to Sebastian Martinez. Martinez pops the pass back to Eastman. He finds here the big number 11, Catarillo. He pops it back to Eastman. Eastman will be wrapped up 5 out from the try line.
That was Patrick Camano.
So here's Horvath. Camano is in jersey 7, is that correct?
No. 11.
Yeah. Camano, yep. it's like a crossword puzzle here.
Bit of a wrap to our first Taiwanese player I've heard, Sean Chen. Sean grew up in Taipei, and he's made his way to rugby league, and we're glad to see it.
Oh, that's probably the hit of the day so far. Horvath. Turk will go back and play this on the 10.
He loves it when people run at him. He gets me all the time at training.
Here's Foley. So,
Sidorak's a Thai boxer, so I'm glad he's got a good chin.
so here, it just baffles me is how, like, righto, Thailand, for example, how does a comp start? Do you put ads in the paper? How does it all start to get it off the ground?
It all starts through friendship networks. Schoolmasters have a degree of control over everything. So you introduce the product to a school teacher or a schoolmaster, and they embrace it, and if you can get them, they then bring other schoolmasters in, and that's the secret to it.
So mistake here by the Heat.
By Catarillo. By Isaiah.
And Eddie, for the Latin Heat, you've got a big mix of Argentine, Brazil, Chile, Peru.
Colombian, El Salvadorian.
Countries all hate each other, but how do you get them all on the field together? I guess it's all left outside.
Yeah, basically, yeah, it's a tough one, but when we come as a Latin Heat, we all basically all settle peace and basically play as one team because we're all doing the one thing, trying to achieve our goals to get in the World Cup eventually.
So that's Gurin. Was that Gurin, jersey 5 will play this. I don't know what, dummy half, maybe. Scully throws it out the back. Chance got it. Chant looking for support. He brought down on that.
Nice tackle.
Isaiah and Sebastian.
Arnold with a quick play the ball. Into the line here. It's just gone to ground. It's a big 23 here.
Jesus.
It's 25, in fact. He's thrown it back inside. It's gone forward. Rito will pick it up. There's a run from dummy half.
I've never seen a prop play on a wing before.
No. It's Gardner.
I mean, I'd love to play halfback one day.
We can all dream, can't we?
Eastman goes back inside to Martinez. Martinez
solid.
looking for support. Got the arm free, but there's no one backing up. Eastman seems to be playing a bit of dummy half now. Here's Horvath. Gets the arm free. Catarillo.
Yep.
Catarillo still going. The referee's just calling time off here for something. There's a player on the far side. It looks like Kevin McKenzie's down.
That's not a good sign.
Kevin's had a few leg problems over the years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Knee problems, so that's not good news for Kevin if it's his knee.
Just had an interchange too. Zulaga's back on.
So Kenzie's on his feet. That's good news. Start. So if you're tuning into this coverage, send us a message or a comment on Facebook. Let us know where you're watching from. Ryan Clark, let's go ASEAN. So Mackenzie's back on his feet, which is good news. Doesn't look too happy.
His big day ready to come on soon.
Here's Horvath. Cross kick inside for Garrido. She's got to get the right bounce. Garrido's running away from him. Oh. And Mayfield's there to clean up.
What do you think? That was a 7-iron with a bit of draw. They had a backspin on it, that ball.
The old banana kick and just running away from Garrido. Here it is again on the replay. It's perfect. Just needed that proper bounce there. But
so come here.
that bounce of the rugby league ball fills everybody except Tyrell Mayfield. Having a good duel, those two fullbacks.
They are. It's a pretty good matchup, isn't it?
Day's on for Tobar.
Here's Sean Day. Had a good game. Called him the Mark Tukey lookalike in the first game.
He kind of does resemble it a little bit.
Latteris did well to tackle him then. He's the big 8, Zalaga. He's gone without it. Day picks it up. We'll have another scrum.
In that last game when he scored his second try, I actually helped him over the try line behind him, pushing him over. He turned around and goes, thanks.
So what's coming up? Obviously, you've got a couple more games to go in this tournament, but in the future,
tomorrow morning I leave for Bangkok. We have a nines rugby league tournament in Pattaya starting on the 20th. We entertain the boys from the Rambit Coogee Wombats and also the Jamboree Superoos, Group 16 champions, and we have 10...
he's Garrido. Interesting tackle there from Tyrell Mayfield, but Kenzie goes in the dummy half. He'll go the blind side. Good tackle. 2 metres out from the line. We'll come back to that nines tournament in Bangkok shortly. Here's Gardner. Gardner still going. There's 4 ASEAN defenders there to wrap him up. The African United boys are sitting down in front of us. Horvath. Here's Zalaga. Zalaga still going. Good leg drive. He's over the line. Has he got it down?
Yes, he's got it down by the looks of it.
The referee's pointing to the spot. Zalaga scores a try for Latin Heat. 12-10 with a kick to come. Well done to the big fella.
So, almost 8 minutes to go.
Heading into that final 10 minutes. Sorry, Peter, you're talking about the nines in Bangkok.
In Pattaya Beach, Thailand, we have a 10-team nines festival. We have 2 Australian teams visiting. Jamboree, the Group 16 champions last year, and also the Rambit Coogee Wombats. And then we have 8 local teams playing, including we're debuting the North Aburi Knights. That's their first hit out as a club, and they're hoping to enter our competition next year. And the local Pattaya team.
Jamboree Superoos are familiar to Bar TV. Over 50 years to wait for that premiership.
That's right. And the Malta gun halfback, John O'Dallas.
Yep.
He's leading the touring party. So after he's finished with Malta, he'll be straight on the plane.
So Horvath lines his kick up to level things up. He's done so. So 12-all ASEAN and the Latin Heat into the final 10 minutes of this first half. And just on that, four clubs. We're hearing a lot of touring clubs. I know Coogee, I think they're heading over to Samoa very shortly. And if a club wants to go on a end of season trip tour to ASEAN or take on the Latin Heat nations, how do they get in contact?
Just either through our Facebook or our website. You can go to nrlasia.com or you can go to NRLasia/ASEAN Rugby League and contact us through there. We have some big events coming next year that will be released in the near future. So we welcome anyone who'd like to be a tourist and spread the word of rugby league, especially in Asia.
Chant gets us back underway.
Toe bar.
It's toe bar. Straight into heavy contact there. Lattice again, he's a small man out there, Lattice, but he certainly doesn't shy away from the hard stuff. Eddie, the Latin Heat, what have you got coming up in the near future?
I believe we've got the Chilean boys heading to the World Cup qualifiers, as I mentioned before. But aside from that, we have another, I believe, Latin American Championship held in Brazil.
He's Mayfield again, Tyrell Mayfield. He's got support. Down the sideline, here's the number 12, it's Peters. And Mayfield, he's copped a bump there on halfway after that tackle. Hopefully he's all right. He's been a star for the ASEAN side. Plays continues.
Yeah, so I believe next year in Brazil, we've got Brazil, Colombia and Argentina playing in the Latin American Championship. And then I believe next year Argentina are organising another game with I believe the Colombian teams as a test match. That's at this stage is what I'm aware of, and it's definitely good for the future of the game.
Certainly is. Here's a run from dummy half from Latteris. Last tackle, got 3 out from the line. Silver's in at dummy half. Bit of a run around there. Mayfield, he does a little chip and chase. That's a great take there from Gardner.
Good clean up by the big forward.
Maybe with that little chip and beg your pardon. And Mayfield, he's up on his feet. He took a knock there on halfway a moment ago.
I just got one of the boys message me. He's listening to the commentator and he says he's loving it.
Good stuff.
Shout out, can I do a quick shout out to him?
Yeah.
DJ Rumble, aka Nico Karma. Hope you're enjoying it.
So Horvath gets us underway. Into the final 5 minutes of this half. It's a good dropout almost to the halfway. As Turk will charge back into the line. Yeah. The ball's come loose from Martinez. It was a good shot. Martinez with the ball now. So Eastman playing a bit of a dummy half roll now. Here's Zalaga. Zalaga gets over halfway. It's a very good run. Horvath does the dummy and then flicks it out. Well, it's been hit from an ASEAN player. Real play on by the referee. 6 to go. It's Gardner. Just take the tackle inside the 30-metre zone. McKenzie to Horvath. Got another injury on halfway. It's Catarillo.
Catarillo. There's 2 lagers down on halfway. There's Tovar.
Big 17 Tovar. Good tackle there from behind from Latteris. Get the quick play of the ball. Eastman got a touch. Martinez has got it. Martinez has got support here. There's another try coming in.
Patrick Camano.
Patrick Camano slams it down. The 3rd try for the Heat. They hit the lead. 16-12 the kick to come.
Let's just hope Zulu Lagers are all right down there. It's one of the big go forward 2 boys in our team.
So after this game, we've got the PDR. Here's on the replay. Martinez got away from one, just drew the defender in. Camano over the stripe.
Very hard to stop close to the line. Very hard to stop close to the line.
So just repeating after this, we've got the PDRL fixture between Australia and New Zealand. Stay tuned for that.
That'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
I've played a few games before, all the disability games, and I can't believe how well some of them can hit.
They go hard, don't they? They go hard.
Sometimes I feel like I'm a bit soft watching them. They go hard.
They've got the final game of day 4 is between Japan and the Solomon Islands.
Let's see if he can kick this one. Well, sometimes he misses from this side.
James Horvath. It's not really the commentator's curse. Tell you what, it was I thought it was going to go a lot further across, but it's way away. So it remains 16-12. Latin Heat in front.
ASEAN 12.
Into the final minute here.
So I'll put the mocker on him then, didn't you?
Well, poor old it was Nathan Benson from Malta. I put the curse on him. He's right in front and he shanked it. So Chant will put this down somewhere on halfway. The white chalks disappeared there in that dust. So a shallow restart to get us back underway. Khan will take it. Slammed into the turf there by Sewer.
Bit of a scuffle there.
Here's the try scorer, Kamano. So this could be the last play of this half. Martinez. Catarillo, he's lost the headgear. And that's half time. The siren rings. It sounds like an air raid shoulder siren.
It does.
And it's Latin Heat leading ASEAN 16 points to 12. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second half action.
16-12.
Welcome back here to the Windsor Stadium here in northwest Sydney. Teams are just coming back out onto the field. And it's the Latin Heat leading ASEAN 16 points to 12. Boys have been in the sheds. Just waiting for the trainer to bring out the kicking team and we'll be back underway.
Yeah, in the first half I mentioned all the games that were coming on. There was just one I forgot that was mainly important, which was El Salvador versus Colombia in Brisbane on the 20th. That will be a good game.
Certainly will. Back underway.
Tobar.
So up in Brisbane on the 20th of October or November?
At
October.
the Tigers Rugby League Football Club.
Player there for ASEAN, the number 8, he's
Tucker.
Plaza. He's holding his wrist, but he looks all right at the moment, which is good news. So if you're tuning in from Brisbane or Gold Coast, it's just down the road. Get to East Rugby League ground on the 20th to watch El Salvador taking on Colombia. Maybe it's an opportunity for people to get involved with Latin or South American heritage, get involved with this great game of rugby league.
Yeah, definitely. They bring like a festival vibe down, and they always bring drums and guitars, and they turn it into something special.
It's good food too.
Yes, they always do the good food there. As you can see, I'm always enjoying it too much.
So the ball just coming loose there on the replay. Referee will pack a scrum. Catarillo, ever since he's got rid of the headgear, he's had a couple of fumbles. Back underway. Here's Sewer. Sewer, good run here. Still going, Sewer. Brendan Sewer, he's a big lump of a lad. He's eventually brought to ground.
Bit of a low centre of gravity he's got, I know that.
13 there is Kernoth. Go to the left-hand side. Chant. Inside pass. Making a maybe. Maybe still going. Dancing around. He's brought down. That was the 12, Peters. Apologies there. Here's Mayfield out the back. Mayfield still dancing around. He could be over here. Mayfield lightning on his feet. He's gone past the team about 3 times. He's still going, and eventually Zalaga's there to wrap him up. Oh, the mousetrap. He's over.
Oh, he's lost it.
Wow. Fancy play there from Ladderis doing the mousetrap. We've got a player just slowly getting to his feet. It's Catarillo by the looks of it.
Yep.
Here it is, the mousetrap.
He's feeling a bit dusty after that hit up earlier.
It could be the first mousetrap of the emerging nations ever in the history, I reckon. He's Gardner.
They almost pulled it off as well.
Did you pull out some old tapes of the St George Dragons back in the early 90s, did you there?
Yeah, it was Wayne Bartram to Brownie, wasn't it?
Yeah. So another knock on here. Kimano this time, he scored a good try in the first half.
I think the second half drop balls is going to be the key to winning this game. Whoever holds the ball, I think, goes a long way to winning it.
That's it. Just basic rugby league. Whoever holds onto that ball and keeps the possession clean will definitely win. And these two teams, as said earlier before, is evenly matched. So
almost got lost in the scrum there.
It was like an old-fashioned scrum, wasn't it?
Zulaga from Tempe, Florida.
Through the hands. It's the number 11, Scully. They come this short side. Mayfield, he's been busy. He's at the plaza. Pops it out the back. Mayfield's got it. pinches another 10 or so metres. So they're 18 out from the try line here, ASEAN. That is at dummy half. Go through to Chan. Chan linking up here. He's had to pick up that number there on that far side.
It's Mayfield again.
Mayfield again, he's everywhere. I think he could be there that quick, but here he is, Mayfield. I think I'm getting Maybe and Mayfield confused a little bit there. Apologies. I think the top part of his 7 has come off his jersey. Ladderis gives it to Chan. Here he's Maybe. Puts it on the toe. He actually might have put that on the shin. Has got a try here to Will Scully. It's an awkward looking kick from Maybe, but it doesn't matter. Will Scully gets a try.
I think the fullback had an air swing too.
So we've got a important kick coming up.
Will Scully, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed tie.
So here it is on the replay. Good shape here from ASEAN in attack. And he did get the boot to it, so apologies there to Maybe. Scully did well to hang on to that one. It could have bobbled out. So locked up at 16 all.
That's right, ASEAN score by number 11. Will Scully takes the score to ASEAN 16. Latin Heat 16 with a kick to come.
Interesting, Reece Tucker's just come back on the field for ASEAN. Play getting some strapping just to the left of Chan. Tyler Chan looking to add the extras. Hush comes over to the ground. A couple of vocal supporters. He makes no mistake, so ASEAN go back in front. It's 18 points to 16.
Conversion successful.
Just
score now.
to let the viewers know
18,
that these two teams,
16.
they played on the Sunday, and they both come up short. Africa United defeated ASEAN 28-20, and the Mediterranean Middle East defeated Latin Heat 26-12 in those opening fixtures. So they're doing well, both teams, to back up here again after such a short turnaround. So Alex Horvath with the restart. It's a high, shallow kick. Chan will take this. Big man Tucker. Ladderis at dummy half. 13 Karnoth. Quick play the ball. He's Maybe. He's got Mayfield inside, but the defence was reading that pretty well. Gardner and Martinez. Tyler Chan again, getting busy. There's Mayfield with the kick.
Nice kick.
It's a good kick. Alonso. Sebastian Alonso, the Argentinian, making his debut.
Straight from rugby union. Converting to rugby league.
That's what we like to hear.
Interesting that the Toronto Wolfpack, they've got a good relationship with the local rugby union in Canada. Is it the same with the majority of the nations that you guys are involved with?
I could say no comment with that. I'm going to be very, very careful what I say. Under a, how could you say?
He's a good rugby
a very
player.
duress situation where we are. I'd say the players are fantastic. That's all where I'm going to leave it.
Fair call. Here's Zalaga. Seen in history, especially in France, or France, wherever you're from, Horvath.
Straight between the middle.
Gurin will field this pretty much on his own try line. Get up over the 10. He almost got through the tackle of Alonso, but McKenzie's there to wrestle him into the turf. Mayfield. Martinez wraps him up. Bit of help there from Juan David. They've got a penalty. David was just spinning around in that tackle. I think they call that the turtle.
He's been one of our good players. He's one of the Colombian players, I believe. And he's a very strong man, that's for sure.
So just mentioning the turtle tackle there, thought of the opening day try celebration. It's the coconut crab from big hit there. Gardner and Horvath. I think it was a Niue celebration with a coconut crab. Has ASEAN or Latin Heat got any surprises with try celebrations?
We're working on a few, but they're going to be culturally sensitive. So I think one of the Thai boys has got a Thai boxing stance he pulls with him. He's just got to score now. Here's
Tyler Chan. He's done the dummy. He's gone straight around, and Tyler Chan for the corner. Garrido's there, but he's not going to get there in time. Tyler Chan with a brilliant individual try in the corner. So it's now ASEAN 22, Latin Heat 16. Wait for the replay to come up on your screen as the boys celebrate. So ASEAN have come out firing early in this second half. 2 tries to open this second period. Here it is on the replay. Chan, a few dummies. Defence just fell for it there and showed a good pair of heels. Little jig there to get around Garrido. A good try.
Nice effort by the fullback coming across. It's not there. When you get a back on a tied forward at any time, it's press the go, isn't it?
I was kind of hoping Garrido's mullet kind of blocked his eyes so he couldn't see the trial line.
That try to ASEAN, score number 6, Tyler Chan takes the score to ASEAN 22, Latin Heat 16 with a kick to come.
So just checking the tweets here. Send hugs for Brazil. It's a Confederation Brasilia up to Rugby League.
Yep.
It's a great kick from the sideline.
Great kick from the sideline.
Tyler Chan adds the extras.
24, Latin Heat 16.
24-16's biggest margin so far. Still just under half an hour to go on this, so plenty of time for both teams.
I just want to shout out to the Latin Heat community that's tuning in from the Brisbane area. I wanted to say, hola, ¿cómo estamos? And hopefully we come back from here.
Big shout out to the Chiang Rai Bears, Lonnie and his boys up in the top of northern Thailand. Jason Hatton and the boys from Chiang Mai. They're coming down to settle the score in Pattaya to see who's the king of the north again.
Here's Alonso with a break. Still going. Sebastian Alonso, the Argentinian, making his debut. He's just got one to remember there from Catarillo. Short side we go, here's maybe. Slow play the ball. Latteris goes down the short side. He's got no support, but a good fend. 25 out from the Latin Heat try line here. We've got a penalty for
some tired people out there now.
So maybe he goes for the quick tap. Rushes around one. He's going across field. He's trying to link up with support. He may not need it. Good defence there from Eastman. So another opportunity here as this is Khan. Showing Kakahiri. I'm nowhere near close to that pronunciation, I apologise. Here's another opportunity. Well, he's gotten over here. The referee's called knock on. It was an interesting play.
It was another mouse trap, and I think we put the mouse trap back in the cupboard.
Well, okay, here's a challenge. Will we see the flying wedge at any time during this tournament?
I would love to see the flying wedge. That was a good era of rugby league, but I don't think we can see it today. We might see the wall.
The wall? So the scrum will pack on the 10-metre line. That be another interesting for new players to the sport is when you're showing them old footage. You show, is it mainly footage from this modern era, or do you go back through the tapes and show them back in the glorious 80s?
I try to show them some of the early origins, to show them a little bit about the passion before they sterilised rugby league, but at the elite level. But we've got now great play NRL programs that help with skill. Nice charge there
from Gardner. He's been strong.
Yeah, he's been the go-to man all day.
Also Martinez, Seb Martinez, he's had another good game.
Catarillo.
He's got rid of the headgear, Catarillo, and it's throwing me off every time. He's all that.
Nice placement kick there.
Tyrell Mayfield picked this up on his 10. Carrying the ball one-handed, tucks it back in underneath the sleeve. Corrido's there again to help out Horvath with a tackle.
And Eastman.
It's a run here from dummy half as Kernoff.
Looked a bit loose, that carry. Here we go.
Big heavy run here from Chan.
Big contact.
So boys, you can take the opportunity here to thank your sponsors that have helped get ASEAN and Latin Heat here.
Gee, if you see our jumper, it's like a NASCAR. It's got more motives than a NASCAR. First of all, Steed in Asia. Fantastic company in Steeden, promoting and running product into Asia, so supporting rugby league programs up there. Then we of course have the great Blue Wealth property. Dr. Tony Hayek, terrific supporter of rugby league, has been forever. And then we've got, of course, our main sponsors, Gatorade and Club Central at Hurstville. And if you look on the centre of the chest, we have I'm in the Right, which is a fantastic insurance company. Fantastic insurance company that if you're in the right, they get you a car within 24 hours. Big thank you to, without you, we would not be here.
Yep. Thank you to all those sponsors, ASEAN.
I just want to do a big thank you to Guzman and Gomez. Without their support over the last 4 or 5 years, none of this would have been happening for us, and continuing to give us all the good food. Also Shield Security, as one of our players there, Big Sean, who works for him and owns. Instagas, Beastwear, especially for the new uniforms that they've given us. So it's unbelievable. They feel a lot comfortable. They're the best jerseys I've had so far. Tattoo Tears, Dr. Pickles, Colombians in Brisbane, and Cast Graphics.
Yeah, thanks to all those sponsors. And if you want to get involved to help out ASEAN Rugby League or Latin Heat, or for Africa United or Mediterranean, Middle East for that matter, just look them up on their Facebook page. They're pretty easy to find. Help support the growth of rugby league. As Peters will take the tackle. Ball's come loose, and we've got another scrum to pack. Just been a little bit scrappy this last 5 or so minutes. But expected. Said a short turnaround for both of these teams.
Half time they're hitting the gripper. They were telling me the ball's pretty sweaty. It's like a bar of soap out there. So,
unfortunately, I went to the baño, to the toilet, so I didn't get a chance to sneak into the change rooms.
Interesting you say Guzman and Gomez there. I think a couple of our Bar TV colleagues would have helped out with that sponsorship. They every trip, Pabs and Ben do, they're always going to Guzman and Gomez. So shout out to those boys. They're probably asleep after another big trip away for work. Here's Garrido. All right, puts big number 11. Is it Catarello? He spilt the ball. It's actually Camano. far side. It's on a bit of a knife edge here at the moment. Only 8 points the difference. Did everything right, Kamano. Oh, the pass actually did go back. It's just unfortunate there on that far side. Can't. So ASEAN with the ball will bring this out with Peters.
Oh, go on, David. What a solid hit.
So the boys are still dishing out the big hits, even though there'll be some tired bodies out there. Plaza takes this just over halfway. Arnamont, maybe. Stepping, both sides, gets through one, looking for support. He'll take the tackle. Here's Chan. Short pass there. Is that Hidero Okasuni?
Line ball, that one.
I thought that was the former Auckland Warriors player, Hidero Okasuni, out there.
I call him Joe Dirt, that's his name.
Here's Sewa. Sewa's still going. Strong man, he's still going. Sewa's over.
Great try. Carried 4 over the line, Brandon Stewart.
Brandon Sewa showed some great strength there.
I warned you about his centre of gravity. It's below his waist, and he's got one of the biggest backsides in the game, I reckon.
So ASEAN go further in front, 28-16 with a kick to come. It's final 20 minutes. Here he is again on the replay. Sewa had a lot of work to do. He's almost tripped over there. Barged off one, carrying another, and just pushes his way through. Slam it down. So just a reminder, after this we've got Australia v New Zealand, the PDRL. 3-match test series here on Bar TV.
Those fellas don't leave anything in the. They don't leave anything in the tank, do they?
No, certainly not. Seen a couple of games at Warrington Wolves and Leeds Rhinos. They're doing a great job back in the UK supporting PDRL. Hopefully here in Australia follow suit. I know there's a few NRL clubs interested, but it's just a struggle to find the players. So hopefully we can promote that and get some more clubs involved. The PDRL as strike is there. So 30-16 now. ASEAN over the Latin Heat. Eddie, might have to go throw the boots on, mate. Get out there.
I think so. Late call up. It's definitely giving me some irritation. I'm ready to jump out.
Jumping up and down on the spot.
Boys just need to be composed, I guess, for this next 17 minutes left, and hopefully they can get some tries in.
It's a good kick-off. Hatteras does well. Runs into Gardner, bumps away, but Zalaga over the top just buries him into the ground. There's the big front rower, Plaza.
Tackled there by top row, Quan David.
Scamper from dummy half here. From Mayfield.
It's Martinez and Zulaga.
Here's Chan. Inside pass to Foley. Still going Foley. It's a very good run from the front row. He's just come back on the field. So the ball goes up high there from Maybe.
Nice
Tester
kick
here for Garrido. Does well. He's got Papa on his outside. He doesn't use him.
Latin Heat fullback, every time he almost breaks every first tackle every time. He's a good operator.
Good run there from Khan. Interesting, I can see a Rooster supporter behind the goalpost at the Latin Heat end. Usually every game I go to, I'll see somebody in a Souths jersey.
That's right, the random South supporter. Yeah. They show up everywhere, all over the world.
There's a challenge there if you're a South Sydney supporter. Come down to Windsor.
just keep yelling, see our Sydney Rabbitohs.
Here's Zalaga. Zalaga's still going. Good run. He thought about the offload, but he just took the tackle. So it's the last one now for the Heat. Horvath gets the kick away. Mayfield's there waiting for it. He's got a bit of space. He gets around Papa, steps into the shoulder of Kamano. Probably not the best idea. Interesting, I read an article, a local... Some of the supporters getting vocal. Here's Alonso. And now ASEAN get a penalty. So I've mentioned about the merchandise a couple of times of both teams. Eddie, you mentioned about one of your players is wearing one of his local jerseys.
Yes.
Can you purchase them, or are they like once off? They're pretty hard to get, or so some fancy jerseys I've seen of some of the guys wearing some local teams.
Yeah, there's one of my good friends here from Antofagasta, Chile. His name's Harvo, and he's wearing his local team jersey over there from Antofagasta called Nomedes. And he's here to support the Latin Heat and all the nationalities to also get an understanding of the game and how it's played. But I can arrange some things, and we can probably organise to get some jerseys down here to sell.
So the referee's called knock on. Horvath thought he was away. So 30-16, under 15 minutes to go in this one.
Fantastic strip you see ASEAN wearing. That's designed by Zoo Sports, and Zoo are makers of quite a bit of apparel now in the NRL and in the Queensland Cup. So hit us up on www.nrlasia.com if you'd like some of our shorts, socks or jerseys.
I do like the old traditional, the old V or the hoops. Nothing wrong with a Latin Heat jersey either. Here's a good run here.
Tobar.
So the sun comes out. This won't do the players any favour. Another solid hit there. Foley on Catarillo.
He's there. Oh.
He's just trying to get out of the way of the play the balls. Martinez goes for a run from dummy half. So have the Heat got another try in them?
Just watch for Papa. Smallest player on our team.
Gives it to McKenzie. Good defence now. Can't pick up the jersey. It's Sewer. He's having a blinding second half. Brendan Sewer. Big man on big man.
They both got the caravan out the back.
You see it here on the replay. He's put his foot in the touch. I'll tell you what, if Sewer put a big hit on McKenzie there, the front row spectators were in all sorts. So ASEAN set deep to the left. They go that way. Chan. Dummy inside to Alonso.
Here comes Tucker off the field.
Peters. Here's Foley. Foley, he reminds me a bit of an old Mark Carroll when he used to have the mullet out the back of the headgear.
And he was also an Australian boxing champion in 2 weight divisions, so he can go like the Spud as well.
So a penalty here to ASEAN. So boys just enjoying this little break here. Kick's gone into touch, so ASEAN now be 20 out from the try line here of Latin Heat.
Here comes it. Is that Manu Fanua?
Manu Fanua or Hitro Al-Qassini with jersey 25. Here's Foley looking for a try. 5 out from the Heat's try line. Here's Ladaris. Short ball running onto it.
Nice tackle.
Arnott for pass out to Maybe. Here's Chant. Chant linking up here with Mayfield. Mayfield's still going. He's going to run backwards. Looking for some space to open up. Some tired defenders. Mayfield's still going. Brought down. Still 5 out from the Heat's try line. Maybe traps it with a toe. Still going, Maybe. Linking up. That's a good pass out there from Karnoff. And a good hit from McKenzie.
Jesus, that was a solid hit.
Here's Arnott from dummy half. He'll kick for himself. And Papa's there to bat it over. Something stirred Kevin McKenzie up these last few moments.
Played about 3 positions in the last 10 minutes too.
Yes. There it is.
Oh, right wing, left wing.
Clean him up.
Oh, Gurin.
Isaac, our Cambodian representative.
Cambodian. Isaac Gruen there. He's just copped a beauty there from Kevin McKenzie.
No love lost there between Isaac and Kevin.
So Mayfield will just charge straight into Martinez. Still 20 out now, ASEAN. Full set. Ladaris. Oh. There's another one from Juan David Aspinall. Chant. Inside pass to Foley. He links up here with Kenneth. He's put it down. Catarillo will clean it up now. He's put it down.
No advantage. Lucky.
Now, Eddie, you played in this the first game. You're seeing these big hits here. So, mate, you want to get out there, or you're happy to be in the grandstand watching?
No, mate, I definitely wish I was out there right now. When I see that happen, it just kicks another gear in me and wants to keep going.
Here's the replay. There's the first shot on Ladaris. Good tackle around the legs there. Number 11, Will Scully on Eastman.
It's toe bar. Still going.
Good run there from Big Toe Bar. Quick play the ball too. It's very well done. Here's Garrido. Garrido's still going. Garrido's going to get around the outside of Chan. He's got Mayfield coming in. Garrido's going to get past Mayfield. Oh. Just gets there. Thomas Garrido with a great try. Cover defence, just couldn't get there in time. It was a good effort from Tyrell Mayfield. But Thomas Garrido, he's had a great game. Picks up his second try of the afternoon.
Let's just hope it's enough effort to fire up the boys to get back in the game. 7 to go. There has been miracles in the past.
Well, we mentioned that State of Origin game down at Wollongong earlier on. Here it is again on the replay. He's bumped off 2 tackles there, Garrido, and showed some great pace.
Good turn of speed.
That's right, Latin Heat, scored by number 1, Thomas Garrido. They scored a Latin Heat. 20, ASEAN 30, with a kick to come.
Horvath here with an attempted conversion. 2 metres in from the touchline on that far side. Strikes it nicely. Just waved away. So it remains 30 to 20.
Successful. The score remains ASEAN 30, Latin Heat 20.
So ASEAN taking their time with the restart. So it's got quite warm out there in the middle. So we've played in heavy rain yesterday, hot conditions today. What's going to be on the menu the next couple of days for these boys? Cabramatta we move to tomorrow, and back here on Thursday for more Confederate Cup games. You've got the semi-finals of the trophy tomorrow at Cabramatta, and then the final on Saturday at St Mary's. Chant gets us back underway. Deep restart.
Toe bar.
Charging onto this is the big toe bar. Good tackle there from Foley. Underneath the ribs. Papa. So, fair bit of ink there on the legs there of Dobra. It's Martinez.
Zaya.
So, Latin Heat, maybe they're coming home late here, heading into the final 5 minutes. Carmano, just short of halfway. They're stacked to the short side. Horvath goes back inside to Garrido. Garrido's got support on the inside and a very good cover tackle there from Peters.
We're all offside down the left.
So Horvath kicks over, but Mayfield's there waiting for it. We'll take the tackle from Horvath. They're still hitting hard. So, if you think they're hitting hard, stay tuned for the next game, the PDRL test match between Australia and New Zealand. As Joan Gahiri has just spilt the ball there on that far side. Fatigue definitely creeping in these final minutes. Referee just calls time off. Here's on the replay, just spilling the ball, so interesting there, the spectators just trying to find the shade behind that light pole. So we're back underway. Here's Horvath. Kamano.
Straight
Kamano.
through.
Almost straight through. He has. Kamano, it's a very good run. It's a quick play the ball here. He's not going to get it. It looks like he's got a cramp here. Patrick Kamano. All the good work. Horvath. Gardner. Maybe a bit more than a cramp there for Kamano. The referee's just going to call time off. Yeah, just looking at a big plane just flying overhead, not far from the Richmond Air Base here at Windsor. Nothing worse than a cramp. It's big Patrick Kamano. He's had a solid game. So we hear that big plane go over us here at the Windsor Stadium. Referee waves time on. So can the Latin Heat score one more try here? Zalaga goes across field, running at Chant. Still going Zalaga. Going to be held 2 metres out from the line. Papa in a dummy half. Goes to Horvath. Cuts out here. There's a big run here for the 17. Tobar. Meters here again. Eddie's on the edge of his, well, we're not on seats, but he's on the tippy toes here. Good kick there from Horvath. It's been cleaned up by Sewer. So, Pete, who's been your pick out there for the ASEAN side?
I think you can't go past the 17-year-old at the back, Tyrell Mayfield. He's played with a stinger in his shoulder for most of the second half, and I think Tyrell's been the pick of our players, but we've had a lot of players put their hand up. We came in with a plan today, and that was a lightweight forward pack. We knew the humidity and the heat would play a difference here today, so we come in with some smaller guys, and I think it's paid dividends in the second half.
Just another break here as Foley, he's just on his back here. And Eddie, who's been your pick for the Latin Heat?
Oh, there's no doubt it has to be Garrido today. He's been everywhere and he's been doing really well with the back, controlling it. He wasn't there in the first game. He was on the wing. But from what I can see now, he's I think that's where he's supposed to be.
I'll ask him, has he been inspired with that haircut by a former Canterbury winger, Henry Raymond?
I definitely will.
Well, the Tigers had one last year too, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think who that was now. Send us a message on Facebook if you remember who's...
I will.
that great hairdo. Meanwhile, Foley, this could be worse than we thought here. Hopefully he's not too bad. Trainer's just taking precautions. Replay here, just a bit of a wrestle. Just got a bit twisted there on the tackle, I think.
Yeah, one of the boys, because I'm from Canberra, from the Canberra competition, and one of the boys at my club, he's been on that Mad Monday page, and they pulled him up, and he hasn't changed his hairstyle since. And I reckon Greedo would be definitely passing him now. They called him the back fence bullet.
Back fence bullet.
Starts from the car park and then all the way straight to the other end with the mullet waving.
So just a break in play here, and sort of into the final 3 minutes of this game.
I missed out on the Greases game the other day, but I heard there was a couple of injuries there.
Yeah, the good news, both players are doing well, from what I've been told, so that's really good news. Greece winger Tacoma, and also for Vanuatu, Nara. A few of the players going down with cramp as well. So the crowd, they're enjoying themselves.
That's the Sewer sisters. That's the youngest sister and the oldest sister of Brandon out there.
Yeah, as I said earlier, entry is free for kids, only $5 for adults. It is school holidays here in Sydney, so after a couple of days of rain, get the kids out of the house. Why wouldn't you come down to Windsor and watch some good rugby league? See there, the Japanese boys, they'll be in action a little bit later on against Solomon Islands. Purchased a Samurai's jersey at Kellyville. It's a bit small on me though. So.
Have to hit the man shake.
Yeah.
Have to hit the man shakes.
Yeah, Adam McDougall, if you're watching. Well, the good news is Foley is sitting upright. There's the spectator on the hill there trying to get the shade behind the light pole over there.
If anyone's listening to the live stream, you're quite welcome to use the NRL Asia tent over there that no one's sitting in.
Well, Foley is going to walk off, which is good. Good news.
Looks like there's something wrong with his shoulder.
So hopefully it's just a burner and taking him off for precaution. Medical staff, they've done a wonderful job at this tournament. Had a couple of injuries and they've been really swift.
Just want to quickly take this time as well, just to, for the El Salvador and Colombian game on the 20th of October at 3 p.m, Rockdale Tigers Rugby League Football Club.
Yeah, so make sure you get to Rockdale Tigers football ground for that one. El Salvador v Colombia. As ASEAN spill the ball again, Horvat's there to clean it up. Gardner does a juggle there, does well to hang on to it. Still going, bumping away from attempted tackles, and eventually he's brought to ground by Carneth. Martinez, Zilaga.
Keep going.
So numbers both sides. Come to this left-hand side through Horvath. Gardner gives it here to Kamano. Kamano's over. Very close to the post there. The referee's called. It's going back out to the 20. He said that the ball's gone dead. So Sewer looking for the quick tap. Referee says go now.
Oh, I'm sure he was close. I'm sure he put that down.
He put it down on the post.
I think you're right, Peter. I think it was on the post. So Peters, he's had a solid game too for ASEAN. Still wrestling his way in the tackle. Well, he'll slowly get up and play the ball. I think they're just eating up the time here. I think the boys are...
No, you'd never see that from the ASEAN boys. No.
Apologies there, Peter. Maybe I'm the only lazy one here. Trying to eat up time. Here's Chant. Scully. Scully breaks through a line, but the defence is there. Papa, it's not much of him, but he's having a go in defence.
Oh.
So look,
Bit of a shepherd there, running behind the ball carrier.
Well, boys, as we head into this final minute of this match, thanks for joining us on Bar TV and the commentary. I know you've got duties with the teams, but we value your time and letting us know what's going on with Latin football and ASEAN football. It's really appreciated.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I just want to once again say what a fantastic product the Bar TV is providing for these championships. I've had so many people commenting on the quality of the games you've telecast.
Thanks very much, Peters. Garrido is looking for one last chance. Here's Kamano for a second opportunity. It's been deflected into touch, and that's it. Here, ASEAN have defeated the Latin Heat 30 points to 20. Very entertaining game. Thanks, Peter from ASEAN. Thanks, Eddie Wegner from Latin Heat. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back very shortly with Australia v New Zealand in the PDRL.